Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome to to Geist the Sin Eaters Second Edition, Second Chances. We have had a bit of an unintended hiatus lately, so for anyone who's here, thank you for being here. During our downtime in IRL, we had downtime in game. Who wants to go first?
I can.
Alrighty.
So, day one, Nathan decided to go try to find Doodle, which is which is one of the pair of chupacabras that we were introduced to, sort of, in The Hedge by Screamer. We've met Dipsy, but Doodle is missing. So I went to try to find Doodle. And I did hear some rumors about a creature meeting that description of the chupacabra from local ghosts. Apparently, a few are claiming to have seen it near the private hunting lodge that Cotton security members have been hanging out around. So that's not great. I also ran Dumb Supper, which is the way of getting our crew just a little bit of sustenance and bonding. Day two, I used that super nifty map we got of the underworld to try to find a convenient place to drill, and I wanted to scout it out. And I did find a really good spot. It's out of the way of town and out of Gilt Skull's view, so it's gonna be perfect. And then day three, I went to study the new tableau, the one that we've just created. It is a writhing, perpetually struggling pile of ghosts dressed as soldiers, with one hefting a flag. There are no new necromantic elements that we note, and the sixth tableau has not been altered in its magical significance. So that was Nathan.
All right, who wants to go next?
Alrighty. So, for me, on the first day, I looked into creating a scholarship fund, which isn't too hard, just takes money, and a lawyer would be best. Second day, I brought Delilah up to speed, and while she already knew everything that's been going on, she's going to be having a hard time holding back Cotton security for much longer. And on the third day, I went to do some preaching at church, and with the new way of thinking, or the new doctrine, basically. And the parishioners are starting to warm to my new role, although there's some members that seem to be giving me the side eye. So this should be interesting to see where that goes.
And I believe that leaves me. First day, dragged Screamer and Dee to the same room as our bag of findings, figure out if there's anything else we can glean about the ritual, and go over what we learned from Jacques about reversing the tableaus with them. They weren't able to find any other details that Jacques left out, but they do confirm that the necrophage's proposed reversal method should work, theoretically. I did some training with the boys for hockey. We went well. Our hopes for a scholarship went up, and things are going better. And lastly, I talked to Dee about teaching her granddaughter necromancy, what with all the horrors about lately.
The horrors.
The horrors. Dee reluctantly agrees that maybe Barbara's safety would be better maintained with some additional power, and so Barbara's gonna get to learn to be a necromancer. Hoo-ha!
Woohoo! Vampirism, here we come!
All right, was that everybody?
Yeah.
All right, So in that case, let's all jump on in. Today is Saturday, January 13th, 2024. What are you guys currently doing?
I personally think we should be heading out to that old shack where Cotton Security's hiding around, or hanging out, and try to find Doodle.
Yeah, I don't like Doodle being out there. That seems like a thing we should go resolve.
Yeah.
We're gonna need somebody who can open a gate to the hedge with us. Who we grabbing?
I mean, which of them is less scarred?
Fair enough.
Giving Screamer some time to recover might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. He is still basically starved.
I thought he was doing better when we had him the other session. He was in there with you in
Yeah.
the thing with us, but let's not push on him too hard. Let's see if Lucern's willing to come with us.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good idea.
We're definitely not bringing what's his name though? Gus.
Kenny, if we ask Screamer would he want to come since we are finding Doodle?
Do you guys want to do that?
Why don't we just talk to them? We'll see who
Yeah.
who thinks they'd have an easier time getting Doodle to come to them, because they're familiar with them. To Doodle, we're just a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
You
So
are playing Wild Animal Rescue, yeah.
let's talk with Screamer and Lucerne. Maybe just fire off a text.
And just hope that works out.
We'll see who's feeling it. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, just to make sure, do you want them both?
Just at least one of them. That's all we need.
We need someone who can open the hedge.
And we need somebody Doodle will recognize.
Let's see.
And would be willing to come along on this mission, of course.
Someone, evens or odds. I don't care who you are.
Odds.
Oh, that was odd. Lucerne volunteers herself pretty much immediately before Screamer can respond.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. So we're gonna head out there with Lucerne. Should we take any of the other crew?
Not sure if that's a good idea.
We're going into enemy territory to an extent.
But we're literally always going into enemy territory, and if we leave them behind every time, when we actually need them to come into enemy territory with us, no one's gonna know what to do.
We don't exactly have a bunch of combatants, is where I would go from there on that one. Most of our people are doing a great job as research crew. If that's the case, we grab Gretchen. Gretchen needs to start.
Yeah. Gretchen is actually who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Along with Barb, Dee's granddaughter.
Sure. They can be our away team. Make sure that we've got a good out, somebody to come get us.
Works for me.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sure if fleeing through the hedge is going to be practicable you know,
Yeah.
if they actually spot us. Also, there aren't a bunch of random doors out in the woods. So we'll probably
You
need
don't
to get them.
know.
You
We'll
don't know
probably
that.
We'll probably need to get them to a car.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alrighty. So you guys have a plan. Who are you bringing with you in particular?
We are.
Um,
Go ahead.
So it sound you had it, but like Lucerne, Barbara, and
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
All right, you've got their character sheets, correct?
I believe so.
Do you need a minute to find them?
Yes, just one moment. Sorry. We have Screamer, Phantom. We have the Phantom Racer. There's Lucerne.
I've got Gretchen. We're set.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, do you have a plan of approach? I assume that you're getting the 2 people with you to be in the car with you.
There are 3 people with us.
Lucerne and Gretchen?
And Barbara.
Oh, so you're getting 3. Uh,
And ideally, we would like Gretchen and Barbara to be in a separate car.
remind me, did you ever get back her ghost car from that ghost who stole it?
Yes, we traded memories for it.
They're the escape team for us. They're going to be on hand to come get us if we find ourselves getting pinged.
Alrighty.
So that's Barbara and Gretchen. They're going to get some opportunities to be here in the sharp end of things, but still in a relatively safe location, because they're going to be the evac team. Lucerne has to come with us for the reasons we've already discussed. We need somebody that Doodle will recognize and come with. And also can evac Doodle to where they belong.
Alrighty. Gretchen invites Barbara into her car, which unfortunately does not work because Barbara does not have the Sin Eater's innate ability to touch ghosts, including the ghost car.
God damn it! We're idiots. Guess Barbara's coming with us and going to be minding the other vehicle. That's fine. That's fine. That works. We're very dumb, Kenny. We're sorry. I actually like to imagine this happened in character, where we all were forced to remember that's not a real car. Lucerne just giving us the
entire group standing around while Gretchen starts up the car. Barbara turns to the 3 of you and asks, "Are you serious?"
Especially because they can't see the car.
What do you mean, are we serious? Get in the car.
To which Barbara responds, "What car?" pointing at Gretchen. She's sort of floating in the midair, in the middle of the air.
Wonder Woman's invisible jet moment.
I never even considered that.
Yep.
Not once.
And if it does need to be a car to interact, we can just manifest it, guys. But we don't
Yeah.
need that right now.
Would you like her to manifest the car?
That's going to be for the evac team.
Yeah.
Because we'll need that in the case of Lucerne and us needing to get out. We don't need to bail on Lucerne.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the group heads up your way.
So we
Which one of you is feeling lucky?
someone else already had to do a roll, so I'll curse us.
Give me a luck roll, please.
Come on, roll high.
6. Not a victory, but like top end of the dice.
As the two of you are driving up the road to the mountain, you see the telltale flashing of red and blue lights behind you. Both cars are on their way, are on the road, yours and Gretchen's. As the car approaches, you note that it is a state trooper vehicle. You don't recognize the face behind the wheel. A large, greasy-looking man in way too much military gear for being out here in the middle of the woods.
Evening, officer.
So you are going to pull over.
We're going to pull over. We're a perfectly legal vehicle. Gretchen isn't real.
He can see her. Let's see. You know what? I was going to say he could see her just fine, but I am not going. But I did rule once that people couldn't see you inside of a ghost house. So I'm going to have Gretchen get away because he doesn't see her, as long as the door and windows are closed.
So yes, as
Gretchen
long
isn't
as
going
he's
to
not
go
chasing
through
after
town.
Gretchen, we pull over.
Who's driving? I think that's you, Lex.
That's me.
By
I'm
the
gonna
way,
shut up and let you talk.
Since you have 3 NPCs, who's controlling who?
I have Lucerne.
I'll take care of Gretchen because I've got their character sheet. You cool with Barbara?
Do we have a sheet for Barbara yet?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Hold on, give me a sec. Character sheets. Screamer, Phantom Racer. No, I don't believe we have one for Barbara.
Well, damn.
Well, then we'll leave her at home.
Yeah, we'll leave Barbara at home.
Didn't happen.
Then
Yep.
Tibbs, can you take Lucerne?
You guys have other NPCs you could bring with you.
Yeah, none of whom I want on anywhere near combat. We've got like our entire research team, and that's
we
about
could do
it.
Jasmine or Derek. Derek is the cop's kid.
I don't think we have character sheets for them either.
Yes, we do.
Do
We've
we?
got Derek. Fuck it, Derek's with us.
Yeah.
That's who came with and made fun of us for trying to get them in to sit in a ghost car.
Yeah.
If there's anyone here I'm pretty sure can drive, it's probably Derek.
All right, so instead of Barbara, just take Derek's sheet instead.
Yeah.
Okay, can you send me the Derek's character sheet then?
It's in Character Sheets channel. Posted 7/12.
Give me a second. I'll link it.
Done.
I'm just gonna tag him.
Okay.
Well, you linked it.
All right.
All 3 of us did it. All right, I'm gonna delete my message.
All right, I got him up.
Cool. All right. So Derek is with us. So I pull over and I roll down my window, and I want you guys to know that this is a shitty old car. I still have a hand crank. And the knob is broken off, so I have to do it with just the bar. That belt has not been lubed in a while.
Alrighty. Since you since someone since you guys are working with an NPC you guys haven't actually brought with you before, do you want a minute to look at his Derek's character sheet?
That seems like a great idea. Why don't we all
Yeah.
look at Derek's character sheet and know what on earth he's capable of?
I am swapping channels in the thing, but I'm sorry.
All right, so crafts, equipment maintenance, occult and science, decently high. Athletics, intimidation and streetwise. And he would have at least been able to see the car, which makes that scene a little bit funnier, honestly. Well,
No,
of
he
course it's
doesn't
there.
have-
I can't.
Mediums can't see
Right,
the,
they can
the
only.
ghosts. They can only hear.
Still
But
funny though.
he could have heard the car.
Which, yeah, yes, I know there's a car there. Where?
Mhm.
Taps air. This car could fit so many ghosts in it.
What is Jeff? Can you pull up Indomitable?
You got it.
And he has
Uh,
contacts at the county sheriff's office.
And he has his dad as a mentor for 3 dots.
Yeah.
That might be helpful if everything goes to hell.
I don't know what integrity is. Does that mean he's like a good guy? Or does that mean his body is mostly intact?
Integrity is the morality stat for mortals.
Okay. Me showing off the fact that I've never played a Mortals game.
Darkness. Sorry, I'm going as fast as I can, I swear.
Ghosts kind of have integrity, but I don't believe it's on their sheets because it gets locked at the time of death.
Interesting.
Okay, and what was the name of that thing I was looking for again?
Indomitable.
Yeah, that's almost certainly under physical. Social, maybe? No.
The other book?
I mean,
Checking
it's
Geist
there.
now.
Um,
Hey, Tibbs, could you give this a Google? It might be
Yeah.
in extra books. I just don't want everyone waiting for an eternity because I'm an idiot and looking in the wrong places. Or scrolled past it somehow. God knows I've done that before.
no, I think it's in the what was that supplementary book that we got with all the combat stuff in it?
Oh, Armory?
Yeah, try checking Armory.
I'm just searching the words Indomitable Merit COD and see if it pulls it up. Add general armor equal to your dots with its merit against bashing attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, it is under the Chronicles of Darkness book, not the Geist the Sin Eaters book.
Okay.
Indomitable, 2 dots. Your character possesses an iron will. The powers of the supernatural have little bearing on her behavior. She can stand up to a vampire's mind control, a witch's charms, or a ghost's gifts of fright. Anytime a supernatural character uses a power to influence your character's thoughts or emotions, add 2 dice to the dice pool to contest it. If the pool roll is resisted, instead subtract 2 dice from the monster's dice pool. Note that this only affects mental influence and manipulation from a supernatural origin. A vampire with a remarkable manipulation plus persuasion score is just as likely to convince your character to do something using mundane tricks.
Okay.
Nifty.
Cool.
That's actually really good. Okay, glad we brought this one along.
Yeah.
Also, he's good at running, so if worse comes to worse, he can run. Does he know how to drive? Does he have any dots in drive?
No.
Shit. Oh well.
I can still drive.
He can still hold the car for us and tell people, if somebody starts approaching the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We do not want to abandon cars out here.
Abandon cars, all ye who enter here.
Okay, I do want to mention that medium has more to it than I remember.
Oh.
Under the effect, your character hears the words and moans of the dead. If he takes the time to parse their words, he can interact with them verbally. That part I remember. Your character is more than just a knack for knowing when ephemeral beings are lurking nearby. He can reach out and make contact with them. By conducting a ritual, meditating, or otherwise preparing to commune with the unseen, and succeeding at a wits plus occult roll, he temporarily increases the relevant condition one step along the progression from nothing to anchor, resonance, or infrastructure to open and finally to controlled. This effect lasts until he spends a willpower point, but if an influence has been used to progress the condition further, doing so only reduces it by one step.
Oh. So we
Okay.
can use him to haul a ghost along for a bit if we want.
That's good to know.
The drawback being that mediums can't turn off their ghost sense.
Gotcha. So it's like that one anime with the person who's desperate to not notice all the dead people.
Yeah, except here you can't. Mediums can't see them, only hear them. They could potentially conduct a ritual to bump up a condition to a step that would allow the ghost to manifest. Like if he were to bump it up from anchor to open.
Mm-hmm.
Or even help a ghost possess somebody if they were open by bumping it to controlled.
Okay. Well, damn. Okay. Cool. So I pull over and I roll down my window.
Alrighty. The cop jiggles his way up to your window. He lowers himself down, and you see yourself staring into a pair of mirrored sunglasses, underneath which is multiple chins who are shaved to military spec. They wobble as he speaks at you. Kid, do you know how fast you are going?
Yes, sir. The speed limit was 55 and I was going 57 to 58 because if I go 55, my speedometer goes to 0. But if I go 54, it goes up to 60 and, well, it's just there's something wrong with it. And I know I gotta get it fixed, but I don't have that much money.
The cop nods and says, okay, I'm going to need to see your license and registration.
Yes, sir. Nathan pulls his license and registration out of the glove box.
Right, the cop takes them and waddles his way back to his state trooper car.
Lex, it looks like you got this. I'm going to be RB.
Yep.
All right, so what are you going to do? The cop is taking your license and registration back to his car.
Are we supposed to run? Because I was just gonna wait for him to bring it back.
You can do whatever you want. That's why I'm asking. Do you want to wait for him? Do you want to run? Do you want to jump out screaming? Whatever you want to do. That's why it's an RPG and not a choose your own adventure book.
Fuck. While he's back there, I turn to Derek and I say, "Hey man, how do I get out of this?" Because I wasn't speeding.
Alrighty. Let's see. Contacts might be helpful here. Give me a moment. I'm looking it up and taking a minute. But being said, I am seeing that while I'm looking it up, one interesting thing that I just found is that apparently contacts doesn't follow you across the grave.
Noted. That's slightly terrifying, not gonna lie.
Losing the merit.
Wait. Hold on. We have Lucerne with us. Favorite regalia steed.
All right, so contacts wouldn't help because they only provide information. Let's see if mentor would do anything here.
Okay, so here is my thought. My thought is we wait for him to come back and give me back my stuff. And then we make Lucerne creep him away. Wait, there's probably ghosts around here. We're in Whispering Peaks. What ghosts are around?
Okay, so you don't want Derek to do his thing.
I mean, if he can, that would be great, but apparently contacts don't follow you when you're dead.
Derek's not dead.
Derek's not dead.
I just brought it up as a fun fact because I found it while I was looking for contacts.
That does suck, though. Like, you die and go home and, like, your mom doesn't know you.
I mean, they don't lose memory. They're just no longer useful as a contact. You don't get the what you call it.
Gotcha.
The thingy. I was wondering what you meant that it was terrifying.
Yeah,
Once
I
per
legitimately
session, the
thought,
character.
like, go ahead.
All right, this might be helpful. Once per session, the character may ask her mentor for a favor. The favor must involve one of the mentor's skills or be within the scope of his resources. I would definitely say this is something that could happen. The mentor commits to the favor, often asking for a commensurate favor in return, and if the role is required, the mentor is automatically considered to have successes equal to his dot rating. Alternately, you may ask the storyteller to have the mentor act on your character's behalf without her character knowing or initiating the request.
What's going on? What did I miss? Sorry.
Welcome back. Let me turn your
They were
Are we
asking
under
about
arrest?
what Derek might be able to do.
Oh, cool. Are we under arrest?
No, we have been trying to figure out what to do, and it turns out that Derek has contact, he's got a contact of his dad who he can call upon to,
He has a mentor with his dad.
Yeah. Kerrigan, it's not even alive. It was never alive. It's a toy. Good job.
Cats.
Let's have that be our backup. It could be we could talk our way out of it, and if not,
Yeah.
Derek can grab the conversation.
Lex also brought up the idea of ghosts. If you would like to see what ghosts are around, give me a perception roll,
Oh, yes.
and I'll give you a luck roll to see if there are any good ones around.
Let's
All
go
right.
plus composure. Two successes.
So if there's any good ones around, you'll definitely see them. 7's not so bad.
Yeah.
There's a handful of ghosts that have gathered to watch the theater. One that immediately catches your eye is a ghost that appears to be carrying an axe in one hand and his own severed head in the other.
Damn. Okay. While the guy's back at his car, I motioned to the guy with the guy with his head in his hand.
The ghost seems somewhat surprised, but then takes a moment to notice that you're a sin eater. The ghost with his head in his hands makes his way head in his hand and makes his way over slowly. He awkwardly attempts to juggle his axe in his head to doff his cap, but eventually just gives up and knocks the ghostly cap off his head with the axe handle.
Hey man, nice to meet you. You want to make a granola bar? Do you want to earn a granola bar?
After taking a few moments to explain what you're offering the ghost does agree.
I hold it up and hand it to him, but inside the window so it doesn't look like I'm dumping something out the window. I say, hey, if you can disable his comms or his car, that's all we're looking for. Even just for a few minutes after we get the papers back.
Alrighty. Alright. Let me make that roll. All right. The ghost walks over to the cop car and walks into it, standing within the cop car for a moment. After 5 to 10 seconds, you hear the car make a really awful noise where the engine was simply idling. It's now grinding and clunking. You can see that the cop within is looking up something on the internal computer system, which appears to go down with the rest of the car as he begins smacking the device.
Nathan gets out of the car and looks back towards the officer, waving a little bit like, hey, is everything okay?
The cop sticks his head out and says, "You get back. You wait right there. I'm running to see if you've got any warrants."
I'm okay. Why did you pull me over, sir?
Because you were speeding.
No, I wasn't. How did you determine that?
Right, roll me evens and odds, please. Well, give me evens or odds. I'll roll it.
Evens.
You know how it works. The cop immediately pulls his gun and says, "Everyone out of the car and onto the ground."
It's so weird having a realistic portrayal of police in a game. I get down onto the ground.
Same here. Can I do something in addition to that?
Yeah.
Can I use the marionette to take his car out of park?
Sure, if you wish.
Make sure
Yeah.
we're not make sure it won't roll towards us while we're laying on the ground.
Yeah, assuming that we're in a position that like it's not gonna hurt us, like roll over us.
Lucerne is also on the ground, however, Nathan stays standing.
All right, make your rolls for the marionette, and
All right,
tell
give
me
me-
how many plasm you're spending.
Okay, give me just a moment here. 1 3 plasma synergy plus. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna do 1 plasm for this. Give me just a sec. Three successes.
Damn.
So in my head, we've been driving up to this place. So we're like
Mhm.
on an incline driving upward, and this guy's
Yes.
behind us.
Okay.
So
With-
if you knocked it into neutral, that means he would be rolling backward away from us.
Thank you for taking over as as game master.
No,
because
I
that is
just
exactly what I was about to say.
No, I just wanted to make sure I was understanding the situation rather than saying it put it in reverse.
Yeah.
But that is exactly what I was about to say. The state trooper's car is behind you, and you're on your way up the mountain. So you're on an incline. As Jeff was saying, that would mean that when the car is put into neutral, it starts running backwards. Rolling backwards. The cop, who looks like he's around 150 pounds overweight, looks between the group of you and the car before frustratedly firing on the car as he waddles after it.
We get in the car.
Let's
He
get
has
outta
your
here.
he has your driver's license still.
The cops can come for me. This guy was shooting. Demanded we all lay on the ground. He was making terrible noises with his car. He shot at his car. Like, we're leaving.
All right.
And I have a dash cam.
Yeah, that is something that you've mentioned before. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just send the dash cam footage down to the station and say, "Can I get my license back?"
Yeah.
All right, so the group continues along their way up the mountain. Eventually,
That was the funniest way I've ever seen dealt with a cop in one of these games.
I leave another couple granola bars on the ground before I get in the car.
so eventually you get to your destination. You park up beside Gretchen's ghostly race car. And you're about 300 yards away from the lodge, in a clearing that's shielded from view by trees. So, looking at it, the old ski lodge is not in great condition, but you can see that the members of Cotton Security are actively engaging in renovations. There's wood and other construction material just everywhere, and some parts are actively under renovation, like covered with plastic tarps and open to the weather. It's fenced all the way around in barbed wire. On the right front area, there is a handful of various ballistic targets in extremely bad condition, as well as several much better condition store mannequins with targets painted on their faces and chests. There's also a old desk set up about 100 yards away from the targets for ammo and holding guns and such. It's a shitty little makeshift range, but it'll do.
Okay. So, in character for a moment. Derek, do you have your license?
You all can drive, just,
Not having Dotson drive doesn't mean you can't drive, just,
yeah. It just
But-
means that you'd be rolling an unskilled if you ever have to roll drive.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he's got his license as much as the rest of you likely do.
All right, so here's the plan. We're gonna go find a place to park the car that's going to be not obvious. If somebody comes up and bothers you, you let us know, you get the fuck out of here. Ideally, we come back here with a squirming cargo. We let in through the through one of the doors into the Feywild, whatever the fuck it's called, the hedge. And we head on home. If you get in any trouble, get the fuck out of here. Call your dad if need be. If you have any problems, let us know, all right?
Derek nods.
Thanks, Broseph.
And if you see the chupacabra, text us.
Oh, and did I mention that the lodge was fenced all the way around with barbed wire?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I did, but I wanted to make absolutely certain I did.
All right, so let's park this a little bit further away than this.
Can we just park it like near the ski slopes? Because that would be a place where Derek would normally hang out.
I think that's a very different area.
Well, this
And then-
lodge would be a little higher up than the winter resort, but if you're willing to walk the extra quarter mile, you can do that.
Quarter mile for the come pick us up doesn't feel too impossible, and also
Yeah.
means he's not likely to get caught up by a patrol.
Yeah.
So it's a sensible place for him to be.
Yep.
And it also gives us some chance to disappear into the woods as we're approaching. We'll meet up with Gretchen there.
Alrighty. While you're at this at an overlook, do you guys want a chance to roll observation?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's see here.
Me finally
No,
opening my
perception.
character.
Sorry, I'm stupid too, apparently.
Perception?
It's been a minute. We're allowed.
Yeah. Perception.
I'm going to use a willpower. 4 successes.
Me looking for the exact wrong file name. God damn it, Jeff. Where are you today?
I don't see shit.
Wait, seeing shit.
I'm going to roll for Lucerne as well.
Oh yeah, I should probably roll for Derek.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, you
shit.
sent Derek away, but if you want him to roll, I'll let him roll before he leaves.
Can he roll from where he is up there?
I
A
think
half mile down the mountain? No.
Oh, down the mountain. Okay.
Quarter mile down the mountain? No.
Okay.
Two
Never mind.
successes.
Never mind on Derek then.
Alrighty. That being said, those of you who succeeded notice from your vantage point, you can see sunlight gleaming off what looks like the edge of a fender hidden behind the fence going behind the lodge. It looks like there's probably at least one person there.
Okay, so there's one person in the fender and multiple people working.
You see a fender, you see part of a car.
Okay.
So that means there are people actively here.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about me going ghosty and getting down close?
I think that you are definitely the person for doing our initial investigation.
How many dots do you have in the shroud?
1 second. 1.
We really
Because-
need to get you more dots of that.
I meant to buy some before, but I didn't. So,
Mark it down.
yep. Will someone pop that into Geispiracy?
Got it.
All right. So, I'm going to don the shroud. Synergy plus shroud. So 8, 9.
Right, how much plasm do you want to spend?
4.
All right. At this rating, you can enter Twilight for 1 turn, and you've got 4 charges on your shroud condition.
Okay. So I rolled a 1. Well, I got 1 success. I did not roll a 1. Those are very different things. And Nathan wanders down towards the thing.
Okay, so you're going to head on into the building.
I'm gonna head to the fence and look around to see if I can see anyone near that fender or in that car.
All right. Let's see.
Hey, Jeff. Can you look up what I would be able to do with Influences Metal 1 and Left-Handed Spanner Numina?
I can tell you about left-handed spanner pretty quick. Just a second. I believe strengthen is the one you can do at 1.
Damn.
And left-handed spanner.
Yeah, working on it. Sorry. Don't have these as well tagged as I should. Right.
That would be okay.
Numina. It took me 10,000 years. Please load features, please. Okay. Left-handed spanner. The ghost disables a device paying 1 essence and touching the object if manifest or moving its twilight form to superimpose with it if not. Device must be a human manufactured object with at least 3 moving parts. The activation roll succeeds. The device malfunctions for a number of turns equal to the number of successes roll.
Excellent. Okay.
If you want to use it in combat, you need to be in control of the object. So grapple and grab it.
Okay. And then, what would electricity 2 be able to do?
Just a second.
I'm sorry.
Influence effects. Number 1 is strengthen. 2 is manipulate. The ghost can make minor changes within her sphere of influence, such as slightly changing the nature or target of an emotion, or making minor changes to an animal's actions, a plant's growth, or an object's functioning.
Excellent. Perfect. So, Kenny, what do I see?
You went to go see about the car,
Yeah.
since you did see a fender. You go to look at it, and it looks to be a new-ish pickup truck with snow tires and chains on them. You also notice that there is 2 other cars there.
Okay. Are they all new-ish?
Yeah, they're not like particularly old, but you're not like looking at luxury vehicles either.
Okay. And how many people do I see?
In the cars and outside, none.
All right, so if anyone's here, they're probably in the building. So if we watch
Yeah.
the windows for sight lines, we should be good.
Okay.
I can still probably see them because they're in twilight. So this having been communicated to me, I'm gonna lead the group around the walls, trying to look for a likely point of entry.
What is around inside this garage area, Kenny?
They are parked by the back of the fence.
Okay. So would you say that there's maybe, since it's in a tree area, is there like pine cones?
Definitely.
Cool. I'm gonna start grabbing pine cones. I'm no longer in my ghosty form. I pop out of
Alright.
that.
All right, so you have you didn't tell me you used a charge.
I had used a charge to go down there unseen.
Okay. Fair enough. That means you have 3 charges left.
So now I am no longer in twilight form, and I will grab a handful of pine cones, or a shirtful, whatever strikes my fancy, and start loading them into tailpipes.
That work?
As long as you block enough of it. It won't work immediately, but...
Valid. Yeah, I'm gonna just start searching for a likely point of entry that isn't visible from the house itself. The lodge itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Ethan?
Hmm. I just as we're going, I'm keeping an eye out for the chupacabra.
All right. Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone in this group have a single dot of animal ken?
I don't. Lucerne does not, and neither does Derek.
And neither does Ethan.
Great! This is gonna go wonderfully.
But you know what we do have, because we did come out here meaning to do this. We have a couple stakes.
All right.
We'll
make it work.
I've tied a couple stakes onto a rope.
Well, we're gonna have fun with that. All right. So, would you take a perception roll to try to find a place I can cross over physically?
All right. So you're trying to find a way through the fence.
Yeah. I'd prefer not to climb over barbed wire, and even if I can do it, very muscular dude, we have a dork and Lucerne. who would have to.
Great. What about you, Ethan?
I thinking. I mean, I guess I'm really just gonna try and follow.
Ethan?
Yeah.
I have something I'd like you to do if you don't have an idea.
Okay, what's up?
We are talking about approaching a cabin full of paranoid lunatics. Could you start checking for the signals from trail cams and shit?
Do I? I don't think. Do I have the equipment to do that?
You have a ghost computer.
Right. Give me a second.
Also, I'm pretty sure that our world works on 90s the movie Hackers rules, so as long as you don't point out that you can't do it, I'm pretty sure we're all going to be okay with it.
We're in.
Oh, I have a router with influence communication. All right, no, that's influence 1. Modem.
What does your laptop have?
Electronics 2.
Yeah, electronics. That covers all the things.
And 2 is manipulate.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can use my laptop to get the trail cams to just loop their
Well, find them first, because if we can find them, we can see if anybody's caught the goddamn chupacabra on them.
Oh yeah, good call.
But we don't know if they're here first, and thus we can't dodge them, A, and B, use them.
Okay.
But these guys seem like the sort who'd install a few. And if
Okay.
not, that's good knowledge.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my laptop and see if I can hack into the cameras. From there, I'm going to use the manipulate influence for electronics to get the cameras to loop. So you know that trope of when doing a heist where it just plays the same like 30 seconds over and over again, that kind of deal.
Alrighty. So make your rolls, folks.
All right. Rolling, boss. Perception. 4 successes.
Okay, intelligence instead. Okay, so this first one is going to be to get into the cameras. 3 successes. Okay.
All right.
And then what was the dice pool for
Power plus finesse on the object itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while I'm doing that, do I see the chupacabra on any cameras?
Once you finish making your rolls, I will go over what you've seen.
Okay. And that second one is to have the cameras loop, yeah.
Okay. So there are definitely a handful of surveillance cameras set up in the area. They weren't exactly hard to get into because it seems like they're built with off-the-shelf parts from probably one of the Kimball's big box store. Once you're in, you get a good look at the area before using the influences on your cast-off laptop to cause it to loop.
Mm-hmm.
From the vantage point of the cameras, you see that the areas and the little lodge area is entirely fenced in with barbed wire, except the northwest side of the compound, where there is a block fence. That block fence is blocking in a roughly square area of the backyard, if you would call it as such, with no exits to the outside. But you do see that there is an entrance into it from the lodge itself.
Okay. And there's no cameras in there or anything?
None that you could see.
Okay.
Well, since you've hacked into them, I'm just going to say no. Outright, there aren't any. Not
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
All right. Ty has been doing his best to scope out an area that looks like you could get in. It looks like in the back of the little range area, which would be the southeast side of the compound, it looks like some bullets have actually hit the wire, leaving holes here and there. With enough elbow grease, it would probably be possible to rip the wires off and create a hole.
Well, I have some greasy elbows.
All right, if you're going to go over there, you can just walk over there. Otherwise, you're going to need a stealth roll. People still have eyes, even with the cameras turned off.
Alrighty. Spending a willpower and rolling the 3 dice I get from that. I refuse to put a stealth roll of this character. It's way too funny for him to be too visible. I'm sorry. I fail.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, guys.
We play it on the ground.
So as Ty makes his way over to the barbed wire fence, a Doberman, no, not a Doberman, this is too cold a climate for it, a Husky, saunters its way around the one corner of the lodge, immediately catches Ty and starts barking its head off.
Okay. Do you want some help?
Do you guys want me to try and keep these guys busy while you're whatchamacallit? You're doing the search? Because I'm probably going to be a fucking liability for this whole search.
What do you think, Tibbs?
Marionette on the dog. So
what's your marionette score? Is it 5?
Yep. By infusing the animal, object, or person or recent dead body, the Sin Eater can use the target as a semi-independent servant. Unlike other uses of the marionette, creatures raised in this way remain under the control but do not require her focus. Tendrils of plasm flow into the brain of the puppet, allowing her to give simple commands that the victim cannot refuse. The marionette does not bring dead creatures back to life. Even the most powerful bound can only raise a corpse to obey simple commands rather than a replica of whoever the person was when he was alive, and she cannot stave off the effects of decay.
Okay, so
Alrighty.
quick question. Tibbs can do something to get you out of this. I could do something to get you out of this. What do you want to do?
If you guys want me along, I am happy to come along. I am, however, a big bulky guy with a stealth roll of, and I am very serious, -2.
That's fine.
Well, no, sorry, strictly 0. Strictly 0, because I have a dex of 1 and
Well,
a
the
stealth
lowest you
of...
can ever go is a 1.
Okay, regardless.
Main thing is I don't want you like sidelined while we're doing
Oh,
stuff.
I was going to take this as an opportunity of, hey there, I came up and up because I heard you guys had some shit go down. I was worried. Is everybody okay? Is there anything I can do? I was thinking of bringing some stuff up, but I didn't know if that'd be welcome, so I figured I'd come talk to you guys and have them busy for a minute while you guys were investigating.
That's fine by me. Is that what you want to do?
I just don't know how many times we want to roll stealth for me today. But up to y'all. If not, turn the dog into a marionette and send it running down the other way. Pulls the same duty.
Yeah. All right, let's try the marionette on the dogs, and then we'll save. And if you biff it again, we'll let you deal with them.
If I biff it again, I'm going Rage Monster and sending them on a wild chase hunting the Sasquatch.
All right.
I got Rage 4. We're gonna get something out of it, baby!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is because I find this amusing, I'm gonna spend let's see here. Yeah, the 1 plasm to activate, and then another 4 for the enhancement. Saying this condition ends without resolving after 24 hours.
Didn't we use this exact combination of effects? You in ghost form and Tibbs controlling a dog in the super awesome house encounter?
Mm-hmm.
Lex, I think I may have to just pick up a Dot of the Shroud. I think that's probably the best answer to this.
Probably.
This keeps coming up.
Okay. So 2 successes on that roll.
All right. Ethan unleashes a string of ectoplasm, which attaches itself to the dog. I think the dog gets it a resistance roll, so I'm just gonna let it. And it fails. And the dog quickly feels its flesh betraying it as you take control.
Okay, so I don't have actual so I'm not able to like possess it or anything like that. All I can do is give it simple commands. Okay? So the commands that I'm going to give it are going to be there's 2 commands that I'm giving it. 1, to ignore us, to ignore strangers, and the second one is to play.
May I make a different suggestion instead of play?
Hmm.
Go that way, barking your head off.
It's going to do that for 24 hours. If I do play, that means it's gonna start like distracting other dogs, try and distract the guards and stuff like that.
You know what we do have? You have a name. You can just have them hunt down a Kimball. Lead Cotton Security right to a Kimball.
The problem is it's within the cage. It doesn't have a way out of the cage.
It would the moment that someone let it out to check on it.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be useful. It'd just be a dog following a random dude around if he could find them, which he couldn't based on a name.
Okay.
Would be fun to borrow these for that, though.
Yep.
You should probably hunt that guy down, huh?
Probably. Yeah. So I'm just giving him the command play.
And ignore strangers. Was that the other one?
Yeah, ignore strangers and play.
Okay. The husky's eyes glaze over and it runs off, barking to the other side of the area. Those of you positioned correctly can see a face peering through the window. It seems to miss Ty entirely as it follows the dog around the area. After a couple moments, the face leaves the window.
All
right.
right. Well, I make my way over to the area I was headed to, and using the cover of the excitable dog, start breaking my way in.
Strength and F plus athletics, please.
All right. I'm not even going to make the joke of trying to justify a hockey thing for this. I genuinely don't have a single fucking idea. All right, that's going to be 2 successes.
All right. You're able to use your strength to break open the damaged barbed wire and tearing a hole in it big enough for someone to crawl through.
Well, if I can get through here, anyone can get through here.
Mm-hmm.
I crawl through and gesture for the for Lucerne and Ethan to come along.
Yep. I follow through.
So does Lucerne.
All right.
So,
All right.
don't tell me this is the first time you've ever had to break through a barbed wire fence, Lucerne.
No, it isn't. She just answers curtly and doesn't offer any further information. So, let's see. What are you doing right now, Lex? Oh, Nathan.
Nathan is currently, hold on, let me get back to my sheet, being incredibly present. He is dragging around 2 stakes on a rope behind him, and I would like to roll presence plus expression to make chupacabra noises to call the other one over. I did meet Dipsy, so I do think that with my very good expression score, I can imitate them.
So you're trying to figure out where you think they might be?
I'm trying to call Doodle to me by using chupacabra noises.
All right. Make an animal kin plus intelligence roll.
I would like to do presence plus expression. Can I argue that one?
Presence plus animal kin.
That's fine.
This is gonna be all session. I'm real excited that none of us know how to talk to an animal. Lex, I am amazed that you let a character sheet go past you without a dot of animal ken on it.
I also have 0 empathy.
Yeah, but you see, if you're autistic, you should really like animals.
Mm-mm. All right, I did save my willpower for this.
Good time for everyone to take a look at their root and bloom
3
today.
successes.
Everyone should be really looking at their root and bloom and having some ideas of how to get that shit to a proc.
All right. Walking around the area with the meat lure and making a halfway decent approximation of chupacabra noises.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nathan hears a weak reply from within the blocked off area behind the block fence.
They took Doodle. So
Oh,
Nathan gets up and walks over and ghostifies through the block wall.
All right. So Nathan walks through the block wall and finds himself in a weird little space. This area is actually roofed over with wood and tin. The ground below is dirt. There's a couple of space heaters here and there as well. Along with half a dozen pens along the walls. Not all of the pens are full. You notice the doodle, the reptilian chupacabra, weakly scrabbling at the bars of its pen, which appears to be locked with a combination lock. There are 3 other locked pens, and 2 are empty. The pens are kind of dark. All you can really see beyond Doodle are eyes looking out at you, out towards the wall, since you're in ghost mode and they can't see you from inside the other pens.
All right, nope, fuck it.
jailbreak?
Jailbreak. Everything's going free tonight. You want to bowl over a fucking wall?
All right. We going loud?
Either that or send Lucerne in here.
I think we should send Lucerne in. As much as I hate the cotton security guys, we do need them in decent shape for things that are coming up.
We also do not know what's in those other cages.
Can I, Kenny, can I let everyone know what I'm wearing tonight?
Sure.
Nathan is wearing black skinny jeans, a parka, and underneath that he has a t-shirt that says "Animal testing is murder."
Oh god. Oh god. All right. So how can I go about getting Lucerne into this area? Is there any way in that isn't through a wall?
Well, first, let's review Lucerne's character sheet and see if you find anything useful here for you.
I mean, there's no way that Lucerne can be kept out of anything.
No, it's kept in.
Cool, she's in the compound. This could be a way out.
with her skills, she's got a dot in computer, 3 dots in investigation, 3 dots in occult with a specialty in ghosts. She's got 4 dots in stealth with a specialty in hiding places. 5 dots in empathy, 3 dots in expression, 5 dots in persuasion, 5 dots in socialize with a specialty in casual chats, and 1 dot in streetwise. Her favorite regalia are steed and coin.
Oh, we're so
Uh,
dumb.
What?
We could have just used her pole star, but the text is so small when it fills in the PDF that I didn't manage to read it.
Yeah, I had to cut a lot to get a decent idea of what's in there for her.
Yeah.
But yeah. She has Boon of the Scuttling Spider, Grease the Wheels, Pole Star, Glib Tongue, 30 Pieces, and Golden Promise.
Okay.
She has
Oh,
the
Boon of the
Royal
Scuttling
Flesh.
Spider. That lets them climb walls, doesn't it?
Yep.
Bam! There we go. Can you
All
get
right.
over that wall, Lucerne?
Alright, so it's an instant and there's no dice, so I don't have to roll anything.
Oh my god. These are cages.
Mm-hmm.
Cages have doors.
Yeah.
We don't even need to let Doodle out.
Nope. We do have to need to let the others out, though. I don't know what else they have.
I would like to find out what they have before we open all the doors. Is that okay?
No.
Lex on raw shitstirrer energy today.
They're going free regardless of what they are. I'm only consenting to figuring out what they are in order to let them know, in order to let them go in the hedge or in the real world.
Okay. I would like to at least know what we're going to be dealing with if these things start eating people, okay?
That's fine.
Alrighty. So yes, Lucerne does say that she can climb on up over there. If you want her to spend a glamour for Boon of the Scuttling Spider, she can certainly do that. Bear in mind the little menagerie area that I was talking about with the cinder blocks. As I said, it has a wood and tin roof.
Oh, wait. I'm inside. There's no cameras in here. Is the door key lock from both sides, or can I just unlatch it?
I thought the door only entered into the building.
Yeah, there's no door to the outside. The door would lead directly into the lodge. It is, however, unlocked.
Okay, hold on.
But there are people inside the lodge. We know that because a face stuck out.
Yep.
Okay. What the fuck does glib tongue do? I need to go look this shit up.
Bear with me a minute. While the others are thinking, I can just go over that. You said you wanted to know what glib tongue did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of the extra contracts from one of the expansions. Book of Siemens, maybe?
Kenny, what's the floor in here? Is it just dirt?
In here, yeah, like I said, it was dirt.
I start digging.
All right, bear with me a minute. contracts. Here we go. And glib tongue. Just took me a minute to find the extra contracts.
It was Book of Seemings, you said?
No, I think I found it in Kith and Kin.
Thank
Here
you.
it is.
Hi, sweet girl.
Or is glib tongue one of the goblin contracts?
Glib tongue is a goblin.
Okay, yeah, because I found the coin contract, but I didn't see it in there. So bear with me just a moment more. I have all the other changeling stuff, but not the actual
Goblin.
book open. Glib tongue. The changeling is a snake oil salesman, a master at telling lies. Cost 1 glamour. Dice pool none. Action instant and direction instant. Effect. The changeling didn't have to buy deception from a goblin. He owned that already. Rather, he bought gullibility to wield against his targets. The changeling perfectly tells one lie to a mortal who believes him as long as it's not demonstrably false. Used against a supernatural target, this contract adds the changeling's weird as bonus dice to the player's subterfuge roll, up to a maximum of +5. Loophole. The changeling tells another target a lie that harms someone in the same scene. So, for example, she could use glib tongue and say, there's a murderer with an axe out to get everyone here. And they would believe you as long as there demonstrably wasn't something disproving that. But if they were outside and you pointed up and said the sky is green, they wouldn't believe you because they could look up and see you were lying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was it that you wanted to do? Sorry, I lost track while I was looking up glib tongue.
No, you're fine.
We were trying to find solutions. I've read several other things since then.
I'm just gonna
Golden
start
Promise doesn't help.
digging a hole.
All right.
And I'm gonna bribe Doodle to help me. Or one of the unknown things. I've got stakes.
You're gonna start fucking with the cage doors?
No, I'm assuming they don't go all the way up to the top, or I can push a stake through the, wires. You said there were bars?
Yeah, they are locked though, with a padlock with a combination lock, like I said
Right,
earlier.
but I can put a stake through the bars. And then
Yeah, but how are they gonna help you dig?
well, they would dig out of their kennel into the outside. Below the wall. Dogs are great at digging.
Don't think Doodle's a dog.
It's part dog, part lizard. Lizards also dig. Part goat, I think.
No, they eat goats.
Oh, well, it's in there somewhere.
All right, do you really want to dig?
That's
All right.
better idea.
Tips?
Yeah.
I hate to make you use your favorite joke every single time here.
Mhm.
But you want to know the best way to get doors open that I know of?
The boneyard.
Boneyard, baby!
I mean, the door is already open.
The door to the inside is. The problem is that there are
cages.
padlocks on the doors. The boneyard can't unlock padlocks. I mean, well, combination locks, can it? That would not be minor poltergeist activity, unlocking a combination lock.
All right, marionette, same joke.
I could also just use my taser on a wall and blast it open.
That's very loud. Are we going loud? I think we have to find a way to social out of this, or we have to break down a wall. Which one are we doing?
Well, if we're gonna social, I should come out.
Actually, we've got a servant here.
Yeah, on the out. Yeah, he's out in the yard.
Yeah, go walk over to him and say, hey, why don't you get everyone's attention and for the next 20 minutes, go that way, barking loudly as if something was trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And we all just take cover.
Yeah, let me know when everybody's ready for that.
Can somebody else help me hide?
Actually, I think Lucerne might be able to. She has a stealth hiding places roll. So can I roll wits plus stealth with the especially hidden hiding places for her to find her place for her and Ty?
Sure. Did you want her to go up on the roof with Boone and the Scuttling Spider?
No, because we didn't
No.
realize there was a roof. I was paying attention to a lot of details. I missed the roof.
6 successes for Lucerne to find hiding space.
All right. Well, she's easily able to find something accommodating both of you under some construction supplies that have been placed haphazardly around.
I tuck in with them then.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah, and let me see here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna tell the pooch to go running and barking off in the opposite direction from where we are.
All right. So the husky, having gotten new orders, heads towards the hole in the fence, and once outside, runs off in the opposite direction, barking. After a very tense minute and a half, 3 large men, presumably cotton security folks, walk out. They're dressed in plain clothes, which here means like jeans, sweatshirts, hoodies. But you can still see things like the cotton security logo on the shirt, things like that. So you have a pretty good idea that these are, in fact, the folks you're looking for. One of them says, "That fucking dog tore a hole in the fence." "Well, go get him." "I'm not gonna go get him." "Well, what are you gonna tell Sergeant Killian? Your dog ran off and I didn't do anything about it?" All 3 of the men exit the lodge, open the gate of the fence, and without closing the gate, run off after the dog.
Yeah.
The moment they're reasonably far up the trail, we all go in through the way they did, and head into the lodge.
Nathan, you coming along?
I'm going from the kennel into the
Sorry,
lodge.
I meant Ethan.
Oh.
Yeah, at this point, I'll step into the fenced off area and head towards the building.
All right. First, everyone who entered from the outside finds themselves in the common room. Once upon a time, when this was a ski lodge, this looks like it would have been a very comfortable place. There was a brick fire pit, dug down into the floor, and some shag carpeting. Most of that's gone. The fire pit's still there, but it doesn't have a fire in it. There is a lot of construction supplies, some tarps in the front area, and a large folding table around which 3 chairs have been placed. There are small piles of cards at each one, and one large stack of cards in the middle. It looks like they were playing a card game before this happened. Nathan is entering from the far side and going into a hallway. Coming into the hallway, Nathan passes by 6 guest rooms. Those rooms have a couple doors open, so you can see inside there are some beds here and there, and some random furniture. It looks like they've been setting it up as sleeping quarters, impromptu sleeping quarters. And a closed door that has a sign on it saying trophy room. You pass past that and past a open door to a kitchen. And then you're in the common room with the rest of them.
You guys got this.
Sure.
If I left the thing we were working on to you, do you guys got this?
Yeah.
I walk into the trophy room.
So I wave everyone down towards the door where I am.
Yeah,
All right.
I head over to Nathan.
All right, Ty enters into the trophy room. The trophy room is actually in much better condition than the rest of this place. It looks like the first area that was restored. You see that there are some older hunting trophies on the walls. You know, random bears, deer, things like that. But there are some also very obvious newer hunting trophies on the walls too. You notice there's what looks like the very angry head of the largest wolf you've ever seen. Several heads of fanged humanoids. A urn in pride of place with a little inscription on it, as well as a warning label saying ectoplasmic remains, dangerous if touched.
Dangerous for who?
There's also a couple of other heads with creatures you don't recognize, but certainly aren't mundane. Under where of the trophies, there were a few bookcases. These books appear to have been mostly handwritten, like little notebooks. And they're labeled as various records of various hunting trips. On one side of the wall of the room, there are some maps that you can see have been used to plan hunts in the local area up to, you'd guess, about 100 miles away. And on the other southbound wall, the longest wall, you can see this is an area where they're placing clues about the exhibition killer. It looks like they've set up a sort of impromptu war room here.
One, Tibbs, this would be the funniest place for you to ever make an assault on them. Just coming in here with the marionette servanting all of the trophy heads and having them start screaming.
I think that's the room where we want a camera feed feeding back to us.
I don't know if anyone was smart enough to bring cameras with us today.
It's not part of my normal
Here,
kit, so
could somebody mark getting some spy gear into this place as a day action? Because I think we should really do this. This is great. Because I'm pretty sure we've got a ghost who could do that. Or at least a person who is ghostly for 1 action per round.
No one wrote down the other one I needed, so now I don't remember it either. Okay.
I'll watch the video later.
Video?
The one
The
we're
VOD.
making.
The VOD.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Let me think here.
So back to the others. The rest of you are gathered in the common area with the remains of the card game.
Mm-hmm. What kind of card game is it? Which card game?
Is that something that you could tell just by looking at the cards?
Yes, by the layout.
You'd probably guess poker.
Okay. Whoever's hand looks the worst, I'm gonna slip 2 extra aces underneath it.
Fair enough.
All right, why don't you guys head out and grab the aminals while we've got a second. Remember, we don't have an exit for the humans. That isn't running the car into this place. We can do that.
I mean, we can literally just go into the hedge.
Valid. Just,
So what do you guys want to do?
So I would like to take Lucerne and Ethan. Are you coming with us?
Yeah.
All right, into the makeshift pen. And I'm going to see if Lucerne can tell us what the other creatures are as well.
We've got enough occult out here that somebody should be able to figure it out.
All right. Right, I was also looking it up. While a changeling cannot be held, like she can't be locked into an area, she can certainly be locked out.
Yep.
So, yeah, the group of you go into the makeshift menagerie. It's as I described it earlier: dirt floor, wooden tin roof, 6 pins, metal bars, padlocks on the 4 that are occupied.
All right. Well,
so do you want Lucerne to like shine a flashlight into each one, or what?
Yeah, Lucerne and Ethan.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys take your cell phone flashlights and your occult rolls and see if you can figure out what's in the other ones.
I mean, Lucerne literally has a light attached to her head.
I don't know if it helps.
So yeah, I'm gonna just shine my cell phone light into one of the pens.
All right,
See
Lucerne's
what I can
gonna
see.
roll wits plus occult.
Alrighty. I believe you have occult too, Ethan. Do you want to roll that?
Yeah, I was gonna do intelligence plus occult if that's not a problem.
All right, make your rolls.
Baby.
Dos successes. You have a cosifer.
3 successes.
Alrighty. Shining your light into the pens, this is what you see. Each pen has some filthy straw for bedding and 2 metal bowls, one filled with what looks like dog kibble and one with water. Doodle is very easily recognized, being that the chupacabra is pretty distinct.
Yeah.
In the other pens, you find first what appears to be a tiny man wearing filthy green rags. He's laying on his back, breathing shallowly. It looks like he is extremely malnourished.
Is that a Fae thing?
Hold on. Let Kenny finish.
The second pen holds a small gray humanoid with a large head and very large eyes. Its hands have 3 fingers per hand, and its knees appear to have been bent the wrong way around.
Does it want Coca-Cola?
Intentionally. So both legs appear to have been broken at the knee.
Okay.
And the third pin holds what appears to be a very angry Sphinx cat.
So, what are the results of our occult rolls?
Lucerne is easily able to point out the humanoid, the little man in green, as a leprechaun. And Nathan is able to recognize from some random archival photos that he saw on a conspiracy board what appears to be a gray alien.
Those aren't a fairy thing, are they, Lucerne?
No.
Okay, but what about this one? Nathan points at the Sphinx cat.
This is actually going to be a clash of wills.
I love that for us.
Okay.
Lucerne rolls, let's see, wits plus occult.
Okay. Do I add my weird or anything?
Actually, yeah, she would, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Two successes.
Two successes. Well, I'm going to go with players win in this case. Lucerne tells you that there's something off about that cat. As she notes it to you, you notice its eyes shine red in the light. And it is trying very hard to stay away from little shafts of sunlight coming in through its pen.
Oh my
Is that a vampire cat?
Nathan is sold. Nathan opens his coat and holds out the meat through the bars. And can we make one of those keys?
Are these combo padlocks or lock padlocks?
I've said several times they are combination locks.
Right, but don't they normally have a key entry too? Or is this just combination?
Most combination locks are cheap and shitty. These are probably just bought from there for like a gym.
So it's cold outside, and these are metal.
Do you want me to just rip them open?
You're busy. You're not even in here. But Tibbs has probably a toolkit for working on electronics, right?
You could marionette them open just as easily.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
No. I'm gonna hand you my computer toolkit.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the chance to be the one to save the cat.
Actually, does anyone have larceny?
I do.
Then why don't you just larceny at it?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
block picking.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
All right. With equipment, I'll give you a +1 bonus to larceny. So dexterity. Is it dexterity?
You're the storyteller, so yes.
Dex or wits, I'd imagine.
Dexterity. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember if dexterity was a chronicle stat.
Strength, dex, or stamina.
Dexterity plus larceny.
Plus equipment, so 3, 4, 5. And I'll save my willpower.
Save our time. Just roll once. I'm not going to ask you to roll multiple times.
4 successes.
All right. So you're able to open the cages.
Y'all, I just
The
got 4
Sphinx-
successes on 5 dice.
That's what's up.
The Sphinx cat happily makes its way out of the pen and under your coat. You do notice that its tail briefly flicks through a beam of sunlight and turns and blackens very quickly.
Oh, poor thing.
I
zip up my coat.
We need to get this to Draven.
Yep.
So, the doodle is weak, but able to come out of its own volition. The leprechaun and the gray, though, are not able to leave under their own power.
I have done the things that I was going to do in the trophy room, which was take a picture of the various non-normal heads
Mhm.
for reference later, and
the
their
board.
And the war board. And I have come out to join them. I pick up the 2 broken ones. Lucerne, do you think Doodle's in good enough condition to just go into the hedge, or should we take them with us?
Lucerne gives the chupacabra a once over and says that Doodle looks like she's getting a little weak from lack of proper nutrition, and also starting to suffer from spending too long on the iron side of the hedge. But she should be fine once she crosses over.
So, do we want to just have Lucerne open a door in one of these cage doors?
Seems like a good idea. We can get Lucerne, the leprechaun, and
The gray alien.
Doodle in there. I think we're taking the gray alien with us because we need to go make a med check on them, and I don't have that stuff in the hedge.
So I think Lucerne should go with them into the hedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you bring up the idea, Lucerne says that she can drop the leprechaun off at the local goblin market for healing.
Okay. Okay.
But the gray alien is definitely not fey in any way, and tossing it through the hedge would not be a good idea.
That's just killing it at that point.
Yeah.
We'd just be killing it.
On the off, we all made a perception check inside the lodge, right? Did anyone see gold?
That's racist.
It's a leprechaun. I don't know what's racist.
They're getting handled at the goblin market. We're only worried at this point about the gray, who is still in our custody.
Yeah,
And the Sphinx.
And the cat. So we need to get back to the car soon, So let's get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I shroud, will the cat shroud with me since it's inside my clothes?
I think you need to be a higher shroud to take someone with you.
Damn it. Okay.
I think you're just gonna have to run outside like the rest of us.
Buy more shroud. That was what the other thing was.
Yeah.
Invest in gold. Buy more dots and shroud.
Okay. So, everyone's still gone, correct? We're not hearing any rumblings of return yet?
You read my mind. as you guys head to leave through the common room, you begin to hear voices approaching. You can see just at the edge of sight the three men approaching, one of them carrying a very enthusiastic dog, trying his best to escape and run.
Is there only one way out of this lodge?
There is the gate that they left open, and there is the hole through the fence. Unfortunately, they will likely see you if you just bolt through either of them.
And there's no back door to the lodge or back window?
The back door leads into the menagerie.
Okay, so if we walk out, the front door of the lodge will be visible. And that's the only way out of this building. There's no windows, there's no
I mean, there are windows, but then you have to still worry about the fence.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
fence is an entirely separate issue. We can find another way out the fence if worst comes to worst, but we do need to get out of this building.
Okay, roll perception then, and we'll talk about windows. Whoever wants to, or all of you if you wish.
Because that's a
Three
a
successes.
problem for 5 minutes from now. Not getting caught standing in their living room with their toys is kind of the problem now.
I don't see shit.
Three
We
for
need
me.
to get your glasses replaced, Ethan.
All right.
This was a
So-
deliberate choice on my
I know,
part.
but it's very funny.
Yeah.
So the gate of the compound exits through the south side. The hole in the fence is on the southeast side. After checking over the area, you notice that there are several windows, and while the restorations involve putting up bars on them, 2 windows have not been barred. One on the north and one on the west face.
Wait, the restoration. Are any of these places unroofed?
Who wants to roll me a luck roll?
Tibbs' turn.
Yep. 8.
Yes!
All right, you do a quick search of the area. You find that there is a closet in the kitchen area, which is being used to hold multiple metal garbage cans full of dog food in less than pristine condition. The roof of the closet area opens directly on into the air. It seems to be covered with a tarp that has blown down from snow, the weight of snow.
All right. I'm hauling you guys out of here. I get to use my strength score for something.
And I've got rope. I tie a quick harness around my legs and my hips.
All right.
And
I would
I'm
like to
small.
argue. I would like to argue hauling a bunch of people feels a very stamina thing, but I'll take strength or stamina plus athletics.
I think stamina is going to count here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a -2 penalty for the sheer weight of everything.
Yep.
And I also want Nathan to roll to keep the Sphinx from being a hit by the sun. That's going to be, let's say, dexterity plus wits
You
at a
got it.
-3 because the sun's everywhere.
But it's a winter jacket and it's zipped up.
You're still
Fair
getting
enough.
hauled around.
I know.
Like
I'm
if
just,
yeah, if you
is it
if you,
still a
like-
-3 penalty?
let's say -1.
Okay.
Because it's zipped up, but if you move around, you might accidentally open a little area here and there.
Yeah.
Or have the cat slip under.
Oh, willpower.
That's what we keep the willpower around for, kids.
2 successes.
All right, and did you roll your stamina? There
Yes,
it
sir.
is. with the help of the rope harnesses, Ty is able to grab the rest of the crewmates and haul them bodily onto the roof of the lodge. At this point, from here, you can see that the cotton security soldiers have noticed the open gate and walked directly in. They're arguing about whether they left the gate open or not, which you remember they did.
Yep.
They're too close to the front door now to see up the roof, but you can hear them arguing.
All right. Do we take the opportunity of them being loud and distracted for me to try and jump for the fence? Or do we wait the fuck up here until they're inside and bolt while there aren't any sight lines?
Give me 1 second. Here's my channel. Damn it, of course it's not in there. How would I use my key of chance? How does that work?
You turn it and it makes you one of your things good. If you want to use it like as an influence, you have to free your ghost friend and have them use it. They can
Would
use it
that
as an
make it
influence
easier?
at blank dots.
Sorry, can you repeat that last?
If you release what's her name?
Prom Queen.
Unleash her.
Mhm.
She gets your 2 major keys, which I believe are
Blood and chance.
blood and chance as influences at like 7 fucking dots at this point.
Okay, so if I unleash Prom Queen, she can give us enough luck to get out of here.
She could make something unlikely or extremely likely happen, I imagine would be how that would go. I don't know if
Give
we can
me just a moment and I can tell you exactly what would happen.
Okay.
Unleash the Geist.
Yeah, I think there's also some like penalties or something for that, isn't there? Or like you take some penalties afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lex doesn't get to use any of their ghost powers for a while.
Yeah, there is a condition that would give you, yeah. Let's see. You can unleash your Geist once per chapter. All right, I need to take a look at the unleashed conditions. Treat your innate keys as influences with dot ratings equal to your rank. What's your rank?
For synergy?
No, the
what's
ghost rank.
Her rank?
I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong sheet. Give me 1 second.
It's pretty damn high, if I remember correctly. It's like at 7.
Yeah, if you're wearing your hat, we're at 7.
Yeah, I'm wearing my hat.
So 7.
Yep.
Well,
That's
that would
terrible.
give you all 5 ranks of the influence effects: strength and manipulate, control, create, and mass create. And it would also give you a couple of dots to play around with durations.
Okay.
So, for example, like if you wanted to do a 2-dot manipulate, you could use those other 4 dots to make it permanent as a duration.
Wow, okay.
For example, you could make a coin that will always land on heads.
Or control. Yeah, you could do up to a 3-dot influence effect permanently.
Damn. Okay.
The thing is, you can't do this. She can. So it
Yeah.
has to be something you can talk her into doing.
I mean, we're rank 8. We're sympathetic. We're as high as we can get without it becoming dangerous.
There is, I think, one rank above it, but it's kind of a nightmare to be there.
Mm-hmm. So, I think I'm going to talk to Prom Queen.
I mean, while this is very powerful, what the fuck would you want her to do? Because you're talking about taking a very drastic step, too.
I mean, we could have
Alternately,
the house fall on them.
I have a question. Marionette can make things fly, can't it?
Oh.
Okay, so marionette. Swarm.
So, like, one of the examples given was a bunch of floating knives. I think it's implied that you can move things through the air.
Yes. But I can only do up to. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. String the marionette effects targets of size up to marionette plus ×2 plasma spent.
How many ranks do you have in that now?
I'm at full marionette.
So you're at 5. How much plasm are you allowed to spend on a turn? Or how much plasm do you have to spend?
In one turn. Let's see here. Synergy effects.
1 plasm would get you humans at size 5.
And we need to move 3 humans. Well, you need a little more because I'm size 6.
Okay, so 2 for that, and then the swarm. So I'd have to spend 4 plasm to get us over there.
Do you have 4 plasm?
I should, yeah.
You mind
And
just
what's the distance you can go? Because can you just take us all the way to the car?
I just want on the other side of the fence, if that's all the same to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe to cover.
Nathan just doesn't want to walk uphill.
I'll carry you, idiot.
Let's see here.
Back and everything. I'm already going to be carrying the gray alien.
Yeah.
And I don't have the traditional way of transporting an alien, which is a bicycle with a basket on front. You had to stomp on my line to everything.
I didn't mean to. I thought you were going to wait for it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
not dark out, so it's fine.
It specifically says lift. Doesn't say anything about distance of except for line of sight. So as long as you don't break line of sight with me.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, he's flying with you too.
Yeah.
Take us over the fence, bud.
Come fly with me.
I have a good grip on the cat underneath my coat.
All right, so let's play some ghostly Peter Pan. And let's also make a roll to see if the guards look up at the right time. They never look up. Will they look up today? Find out.
Okay, give me just a sec here. I gotta spend it because.
Yeah.
One success.
All right, so you are going to do the flying thing, right?
Yeah, because them looking up is in response to us flying, right?
Yeah, I thought you said that you were going to, but I was going to just make sure that I didn't fuck up there.
Okay, yeah.
Well, the thing is, once we had determined the methodology, I was going to advise, let's wait until they go inside, but I think we have already moved forward past that.
I'm not gonna railroad you like that. So you guys want to fly, but you do also want to wait for them to go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at the door. We can wait 2 minutes. And
All
they're
right.
going to notice that we opened the door to the, whatchamacallits,
Pens.
The pens.
the pens, and that
kennel.
all the pens are empty. That's going to be pretty obvious. We'll have a couple of seconds, and then we're going to need to run, by which I mean,
Well, yeah, especially
I'm gonna
because
need
I
to run.
remember, if I remember correctly, the pens are across the house from this door.
Yeah, we're going to get rumbled pretty quick, but I would like them to not know which way we went.
Yeah.
All right. So the guards enter. While they're doing that, you can hear them arguing. It's hard not to overhear them. The two who aren't carrying the dog are arguing over whether Delilah Cotton gives a shit if they get killed by the exhibition killer. One of them is saying that the boss lady hid information from them to protect somebody, and that information being hid is what got their boys killed at the what do you call it, the farmer's market. The other guy doesn't particularly agree, but he does think that Miss Cotton is perhaps a bit too attached to this town for her own good, especially when there's strange things happening and their supernatural detectors are going off constantly.
All right.
So,
Come fly with me.
all right. The marionette is able to bring you a good couple hundred yards away. And near the clearing of trees where you parked.
Alrighty. We should probably get a.
Yeah. Nathan makes for the car, trying not to jostle the cat and apologizing to it down the neck of his coat every other step.
That cat bit him yet?
So, I think that is where we'll end off for the evening. So let's go over everyone's aspirations.
I am looking forward to dropping that off at Draven's house, though.
That's mine.
Okay.
Well, until 3 minutes from now when Nathan starts sneezing. All right.
It's a Sphinx cat. You're fine.
Yep. I forgot to add my updated ones. So I'll just be doing my long terms. Drill the hole. I definitely took a step.
Yep.
Grow the crew. I am definitely jumping this cat in.
Yep. All right.
Find out more about the hungry eye. I don't think I did anything towards that today. Yes, I did. I took a step by finding a space to drill in.
Fair enough.
And that's me.
All right, who's next?
All right. So looks like these ones were for last time. So I'm working with my whatchamacallits,
Long terms.
previous ones. We've got get scouted for college hockey. Did some progress on that. Find a way to get the Undertaker underground. I got another tool for us on fighting them, which is getting Beatrice, who's actually directly cooperating with us, some necromancer powers.
Yep.
Figure out what all the screaming is about was irrelevant to this. Do something big and stupid. We all decide. We just did a jailbreak.
For a gray alien and a leprechaun?
For a gray alien, a vampire cat, a leprechaun, and a chupacabra. I think that was big and stupid.
We don't know that it's a vampire. You be kind to that cat.
All right, and
make violence
sorry.
worse. Something did not work because I did not have anything I was allowed to punch.
Sorry, Jeff.
I kept trying, and people are like, "No, don't rip it open. No, don't break the things."
Anything else?
think that's tips
Tips.
Okay. So I don't believe I made any steps towards Seasons Don't Fear the Reaper. I looked during my downtimes. I started investigating how to start a fund. The word
Scholarship.
just left. Yeah, scholarship fund. So,
Tying up loose ends.
yep, tying up loose end. See, sketch the underworld. I don't think I actually did really anything with that this time around. And definitely took a step towards a yoink.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I know it's been a while, but thank you everyone for coming on out and watching us today. Hopefully we'll be able to continue from here on out as per normal.
That would be amazing.
See you same bat time, same bat channel.
Au revoir.
Have a good one, guys.